I'm David Tillman, author of NootropicsExpert.com, and in this video I'm going to share with you what I believe to be the best nootropics for 2019, what they are, why we use them, and the science behind them. Now this list is a little different than my list from 2018. We've got a couple of new nootropics that I've been using for the last year, and I'm eager to tell you about them. Ask a group of neurohackers which are the best nootropics and you'll get a bunch of different opinions. But when you drill down to what people are really taking every day, you start to see a pattern. Experienced biohackers working on cognitive enhancement find that it's easier to focus their brain hacking goals when they have a few well-defined categories, and then they look for the best nootropic, individual nootropics, to address each one. Now, one thing that we learn really quickly in the biohacking community is that there's no one pill solution for cognitive optimization. We soon find that it takes a stack of several supplements to take us where we want to go. And we divide these categories into something like this. Cognition, decision-making, focus, flow, and thinking is one category. Learning and memory is another category. Anxiety and depression is another category. Energy and motivation is another category, and brain repair and maintenance is another category. Now, I have my favorite nootropics after 12 years of trial and error, and chances are that what works for me might work well for you too, and the nootropics that I'm talking about here are part of the stack that I use every day. Now, you'll notice that in the categories that I mentioned before, that some of the nootropics that I'm going to talk about in this video work in multiple areas of cognitive enhancement. Now, the obvious benefit is that you can use fewer nootropics in a well-rounded stack. And once you dive into the neuroscience behind each nootropic, you'll find synergy in many of these compounds and how they work together. And so this extends into smaller doses of each for a bigger benefit. Now, brain optimization comes with a lot of experimenting to find out what works best, trying different compounds, keeping a log of what works and how well, and a considerable investment. Now, each of the nootropics covered in this video, the original transcript for this video over on Nootropics Expert has got links through to a full, complete and thorough report on each nootropic that I'm going to briefly touch upon in this video. So when you go to the original transcript and you click through to each review, you'll find more detail on what it is, why we use it as a nootropic, how it works, the mechanism of action in your brain, side effects, the different forms that are available, and the recommended doses. Now, each of these nootropics that I'm going to talk about are generally regarded as safe and non-toxic at recommended doses, but your mileage may vary. How you respond to each of these compounds depends on a whole host of variables, including genetics, interactions with prescription meds, and your current state of health. So please click through to each nootropic in the original transcript and read the side effects, prescription drug interactions, and any other notes and warnings. But in general, these are some of the safest cognitive enhancers we know of. Acetyl-L-Carnitine. ALCAR helps transport fatty acids into mitochondria where they're needed for energy metabolism. Fueling your cell's power plants can boost physical and mental energy. ALCAR is a necessary ingredient for acetylcholine formation, which boosts memory, mental clarity, and fluid thought. The antioxidant properties of acetyl-L-carnitine provide neuroprotective qualities. It boosts brain-derived nootropic factor, or BDNF, and it promotes cerebral blood flow. Aniracetam. Aniracetam is one of the best nootropics available today. It's well known among experienced nootropics users for reducing anxiety, depression, fear, and improving sociability. But it does so much more. Aniracetam enhances your brain's ability to repair damaged cell membranes. It desensitizes glutamate or AMPA receptors in your brain, which boosts neural signaling by increasing the effectiveness of glutamate, resulting in better focus and concentration. And Aniracetam also improves memory and recall by releasing 200 to 300% more acetylcholine in your brain, which increases focus and clarity of thought. Bacopa Monnieri. Bacopa Monnieri is one of the best nootropics for studying. Researchers at Banaras Hindu University in India showed Bacopa as effective for anxiety as the benzodiazepine drug lorazepam. Now, unlike benzos, Bacopa did not cause memory loss, but in fact it boosted cognition. Another study done in Portland, Oregon demonstrated that 300 milligrams of Bacopa per day for 12 weeks improved word recall, it increased attention, it boosted memory, it improved focus while learning, and it lowered anxiety and heart rate. CDP-Choline, a valuable addition to any great nootropic stack. CDP-Choline is a multitasker which improves cognition and brain function. It improves focus and motivation. It reduces fatigue. CDP-Choline aids in the synthesis of acetylcholine and the release of dopamine, both neurotransmitters involved in learning and memory. CDP-Choline also helps in the repair of brain cell membranes. The cytidine in CDP-Choline converts to uridine in your body and works as a bridge between choline and neuron membrane synthesis. Uridine is needed to synthesize phosphatidylserine, or PC, which is needed to repair damaged neuron membranes. Choline is so vital to cognition and and nerve function that without it we couldn't move, think, sleep, or remember anything. And one of the best ways to provide your brain and body with the choline that it needs is by supplementing with CDP-Choline. DHA. DHA is an omega-3 fatty acid. DHA is crucial for the healthy structure and function of your brain. Your brain is made up of 60% fat, and much of that fat is DHA. DHA can turn on brain-derived nootropic factor, or BDNF, improving neuroplasticity, leading to better learning and memory. And DHA acts as an anti-inflammatory by reducing the enzyme COX-2. If you suffer from chronic depression, within a few weeks of adding DHA to your nootropic stack, you should feel the depression lift. Your cognition will be better, you'll think clearer and quicker, your memory and ability to learn will improve, and you'll likely have more energy and motivation. But it's very likely that you won't think to attribute these improvements to adding DHA to your stack. Something else will get the credit. Lion's mane. Lion's mane mushroom is an ancient Chinese remedy for improving cognitive performance and overall health. Now, in our modern world, lion's mane, it makes it into some of the best nootropic stacks. And why? Because lion's mane stimulates enzyme production that releases nerve growth factor. It stimulates the repair and creation of neurons, or neurogenesis, boosting neurotransmitters and signaling that affects memory, learning, recall, and mood. And lion's mane helps eliminate brain fog, restoring memory and mental alertness, and it lowers anxiety and depression symptoms. Lion's mane is a great complement to any nootropic stack that includes Aniracetam, CDP-Choline, and DHA for an immediate cognitive boost. Lithium Orotate. Lithium is an alkali metal that's considered essential for human reproductive health and for general health and wellness. Now, microdosing lithium using lithium orotate has become one of the best additions I've made to my nootropic stack in years. Lithium calms you by decreasing the sensitivity of postsynaptic norepinephrine receptors, preventing the release of this neurotransmitter for fast stabilization of mood and reducing aggression. Lithium upregulates brain-derived nootropic factor, or BDNF, nerve growth factor, neurotrophin-3, and the receptors. And lithium stimulates the proliferation of stem cells in your brain, all boosting neurogenesis and assisting in repair from all types of brain injury. Lithium increases brain gray matter. It increases DNA replication for neurogenesis. It prevents apoptosis. It increases N-Acetyl-Aspartate, or NAA. It inhibits beta amyloid secretion and protects against damage once it's formed. It chelates aluminum, and it protects against glutamate toxicity. Lithium provides a calming effect in healthy people, as well as those dealing with depression, bipolar disorder, and mania. Adequate levels of lithium have been shown to reduce risk of suicide in multiple studies worldwide. Now, some say that lithium orotate works better than any prescription that they've ever tried to treat severe depression. Lithium orotate could be one of the most effective and least expensive additions to your nootropic stack this year. I highly recommend it. N-Acetyl-L-Tyrosine, or NALT. NALT produces the catecholamine triad of neurotransmitters dopamine, norepinephrine, and epinephrine. Now, as your dopamine levels increase, you'll be better able to concentrate, organize your thoughts, and stay productive. NALT can be an effective treatment for ADHD symptoms. NALT works in synergy with pharmaceutical drugs like Ritalin and Adderall by boosting extracellular levels of dopamine, helping these drugs be more effective, and mitigating the side effects like crashes when the stimulant wears off. N-Acetyl-L-Tyrosine also improves memory and cognition under acute stress. It helps improve decision-making, flow state and creativity, cognitive flexibility, and working memory. NALT is a great addition to any nootropic stack, especially if you're dealing with ADHD or ADD. Noopept. Noopept is a peptide-derived nootropic related to the racetam family of nootropics. It's much more potent than piracetam, up to 1,000 times. Its mechanism of action in our brain is similar to other racetams. Noopept seems to stimulate dopamine, nicotinic, and serotonin receptors. It boosts cognition, memory, retention, logical thinking, it improves reflexes, and it improves your mood. Noopept has also been shown to increase brain-derived nootropic factor and nerve growth factor, both critically important for memory formation and brain repair. And we have clinical evidence that Noopept boosts alpha and beta brainwave activity. You become calmer and more creative. It's easier to go into flow. And you're more prone to making innovative and resourceful decisions. Now, if you want to see a full post on how to hack your flow state with nootropics, go to nootropicsexpert.com and go to the blog tab up at the top and scroll down to how to hack your flow state with nootropics. It's a good article. Phosphatidylserine, or PS. Phosphatidylserine is one of the best nootropics because PS helps the efficient transfer of proteins, enzymes, and nutrients, oxygen, and glucose into and out of each cell. PS is involved in the formation and sending of signals within neurons. PS promotes healthy nerve growth factor. PS supports the neurogenesis needed for long-term potentiation. PS is involved in building mitochondria, which are the energy centers of each cell. Phosphatidylserine is arguably one of the most effective and important nootropics we have available today. It has a reputation for improving alertness, attention, cognition, memory, recall, and mood. Pine bark extract. Pine bark extract is one of the best nootropics around, but it's relatively unknown in the nootropics community. It's a naturally derived, standardized extract of French maritime pine bark. Pine bark extract helps prevent decreases in dopamine, norepinephrine, and glutathione, and GSH disulfide reductase, the ratio between those two. Neurotransmitter problems that contribute to the hyperactivity in ADHD. Pine bark extract helps boost blood flow to and within your brain by increasing nitric oxide, which helps dilate blood vessels, and helping repair and maintain the health of the lining of blood vessels, crucial to overall brain health, maintaining signaling pathways and leading to improved learning and memory. And pine bark extract prevents accumulation of oxidatively damaged proteins and may reduce the risk of diseases like Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, and Huntington's. Rhodiola Rosea. Now, in Russia, Rhodiola Rosea is widely used as a remedy for fatigue and poor concentration and decreased memory. It is also believed to make workers more productive. Now, as one of the best nootropics around, and this adaptogen helps reduce stress and fatigue. It increases energy and alertness and stamina while boosting mental performance under periods of chronic stress. Research shows Rhodiola Rosea can cause an increase in attention to detail-oriented tasks by improving concentration over a prolonged period, making it one of the best nootropics for studying. Rhodiola Rosea boosts mood by influencing serotonin and norepinephrine levels in your brain, and the feel-good opioids like beta endorphins. It also helps in neurogenesis by repairing and growing new neurons, as well as activating and the synthesis and resynthesis of ATP, your body and brain cells' main energy source. Now, one more reason to add Rhodiola Rosea to your nootropic stack, it helps reduce the inflammatory C-reactive protein. And salidroside, one of the many components in this amazing herb, protects neurons from oxidative stress-induced cell death. Sulbutiamine. Sulbutiamine is one of the best nootropics in my stack. It's a synthetic derivative of vitamin B1 or thiamine. It's two vitamin B1 molecules joined together that helps thiamine more easily cross the blood-brain barrier. Sulbutiamine is directly involved in the citric acid cycle that provides adenosine triphosphate, or ATP, energy for your mitochondria. It has been shown to improve glutamate, choline, and dopamine neurological transmission. It may also increase the density of D1 dopamine receptors. Sulbutiamine also contributes to the production of the enzyme PDH, which is essential in making the neurotransmitter acetylcholine. Now, I love this nootropic because it boosts cognition, memory, decision-making, it improves athletic performance, it reduces chronic fatigue and erectile dysfunction, and is one of the best antidepressants I've ever used. L-Theanine. L-Theanine is an amino acid which naturally occurs in green and oolong tea. Many consider it the best nootropic when combined with caffeine for the synergistic effect of lowering blood pressure, rejuvenating and relaxing, boosting thinking ability, improving focus, and changing your mood. This amazing amino acid boosts alpha brain waves, promoting alert relaxation, increases GABA, serotonin, and dopamine levels in your brain, producing an energizing and calming effect, helping you go into flow, and improving cognition and memory. It is an antagonist of NMDA receptors and can inhibit synaptic release of glutamate, protecting your brain from overstimulation caused by glutamate and possible glutamate toxicity. And it boosts the neurotransmitters serotonin, dopamine, and GABA in your brain, all as well as increasing brain-derived nootropic factor and nerve growth factor. Now, most neurohackers report a calming effect within 30 to 45 minutes of taking L-Theanine. Cognition gets a boost, and energy levels rise without the jitteriness caused by stimulants like caffeine. Some report L-Theanine has stopped their anxiety and panic attacks, but don't combine it with anti-anxiety meds like Xanax. Vinpocetine. Vinpocetine is a synthetic derivative of the lesser periwinkle plant, which is known for increasing cerebral circulation, taming inflammation and oxidative stress, and boosting alertness, cognition, concentration, memory, and mood. Vinpocetine inhibits the enzyme PDE1, which boosts cerebral blood flow. It blocks the accumulation of sodium in neurons. It reduces the toxic effect of oxidative stress. It scavenges free radicals. And it protects neurons from glutamate and NMDA toxicity. And by inhibiting PDE1, vinpocetine increases cAMP and cGMP, boosting neuroplasticity, which enhances cognition and memory. Vitamin B complex. The B vitamins that should be part of every nootropic stack. For example, vitamin B1 or thiamine is needed to produce ATP for mitochondria. Vitamin B3 or niacin is used in the synthesis of acetylcholine. Vitamin B5 or pantothenic acid is needed to synthesize acetylcholine. Vitamin B6 or P5P is required for the synthesis of dopamine, epinephrine, GABA, melatonin, norepinephrine, and serotonin. Vitamin B8 or inositol regulates cell volume, signaling pathways in brain cells, DNA repair, long-term potentiation. It's a component of cell membranes. It regulates cellular metabolism and cellular energy consumption. Vitamin B9 or folate is involved in DNA and RNA synthesis. gene expression, and an amino acid synthesis, myelin synthesis and repair. And it's required for the synthesis of dopamine, epinephrine, and serotonin. And vitamin B12, or methylcobalamin, is required for the synthesis of the neurotransmitters dopamine, GABA, norepinephrine, and serotonin. Now, you may not realize the full benefit of any nootropic stack containing CDP-Choline, Acetyl-L-Carnitine, and many of the racetams, or any nootropic for that matter, without adding a good quality B vitamin complex to your stack. This is possibly the most important and least expensive addition to your stack. Some nootropic supplement labels recommend taking it with a meal. The implication behind this recommendation is that the nootropic is fat soluble and requires some fat for proper absorption to increase bioavailability. Now, each of the nootropics we talked about in this video, the original transcript over on Nootropics Expert has got links through to a full review of each one, which includes information about solubility, fat or water soluble. Now, to be on the safe side, I take 1 tablespoon of organic unrefined coconut oil with my nootropic stack. This healthy oil provides the fat that I need for better bioavailability, and I don't have to worry about taking it with a meal. Using coconut oil with my stack does not interfere with the water-soluble supplements either, so it's a win-win. I've tried a lot of different nootropic stacks in the last 12 years, but in late 2015 I finally found one high-quality pre-made stack that covers all of the bases and a lot of the supplements that I talked about in this video, and that stack is MindLab Pro. I use MindLab Pro as my base for my personal nootropic stack throughout 2016, 2017, and 2018, and I continue to use this stack in 2019. It's that good. Now, in fact, in 2017, OptiNutra Advanced Nutraceuticals, the company that makes MindLab Pro, upgraded their formula. And their B vitamins are now their own proprietary biogenesis vitamins, which are nature-identical nutrients that your body recognizes as food. And then, in 2018, OptiNutra introduced an entire new supplement brand called Performance Lab. The company recognized the demand for more choices when it comes to brain optimization and the need to support the rest of your body. Performance Lab offers the pre-formulated nootropic stacks Performance Lab Mind and Performance Lab Energy. And their nootropic stacks are supported by the Performance Lab Whole Food Multi, which contains the nature-identical biogenesis vitamins and minerals for whole body and brain performance. And this is now my preferred multivitamin supplement, which works very well with MindLab Pro. In early 2018, I also switched from using individual supplements to Performance Lab Energy because this stack contains Acetyl-L-Carnitine, or ALCAR, and it contains coenzyme Q10 or CoQ10, PQQ, and R-lipoic acid. These are individual supplements that I was buying and using separately, which is just more expensive. Performance Lab Energy uses the patented, clinically tested forms of each ingredient in plant caps, which are vegan-friendly capsules with no additives, just pure tested nutrients that work. Performance Lab also offers supplement stacks for vision, sleep, a prebiotic, a sports formulas, and a tea booster for men. If you're feeling frustrated in finding the ideal stack, my hope is that this video provides pointers to help you create your best nootropic stack. I encourage you to try each individual supplement in your nootropic stack in 2019, or to save on your monthly nootropic brain investment, you may want to try one of the pre-formulated stacks like MindLab Pro or the Performance Lab supplements. My attitude on brain optimization is that good enough isn't nearly good enough until I'm performing at my best in all areas of my life. The right combination of nootropics and the right amounts have helped me to get to the point where I feel that I'm performing better than ever. Now, near the beginning of this video, we identified the main points that lead to cognitive improvement: cognition, decision-making, focus, flow, thinking, memory, anxiety, depression, energy, motivation, brain repair, and maintenance. What I love about the nootropic supplements that we talked about in this video is that it covers each of those categories. So that's my report on the best nootropics for 2019. If you want to see links to the full review of each nootropic I talked about, go to nootropicsexpert.com and click on the Best Nootropics tab in the menu bar at the top. Or click on the link below this video. There you'll find a full transcript of this video. And you'll also find dozens of articles on all the well-known nootropics on Nootropics Expert. If you have any questions or you want to share what you think are better choices for 2019, please use the comment section at the bottom of the post on Nootropics Expert. I respond to comments and questions at Nootropics Expert usually the same day. And if you want to see more videos on all the best nootropics used today, subscribe to this channel before you leave. I'll be putting up new videos on nootropics and optimizing your brain every week. I'm David Toman, author of Nootropics Expert.